What is an 8D report? Ever been in a situation at work where something went seriously wrong and everyone's pointing fingers, customers are complaining about reduced quality, and sales are low? Worst of all, nobody's really sure what actually happened. Well, that's where the 8D report comes in. It isn't just another boring form, it's actually a powerful step-by-step tool for solving problems and finding the root cause. And today we're breaking it down. What exactly is an 8D report? First things first, the 8D report stands for 8 disciplines. It's basically a structured approach to problem solving. Think of it as a bunch of detectives putting their heads together to crack a case. You gather your crew, investigate what went wrong, fix it, and make sure it stays fixed. The number 8 makes it sound like a really long process, but it's not. It's just a fancy way of saying there are 8 clear steps to follow, because the goal is to solve problems at their root and not just slap a band-aid. What are the 8 steps? Let's walk through the 8 steps one by one and see how they work using our zero defect pizzeria example. Step 1, build a team. The first step of doing an 8D report is building a team. You can't do it solo. Bringing together different people gives you the right mix of skills and knowledge. Think about it this way. If you're fixing a pizza delivery problem, you want someone from the kitchen, a delivery driver, a customer service rep, and the manager. Why? Because it gets you all the perspectives you need to really understand the problem. Step 2. Identify your problem. The next step is identifying the problem exactly. Vague complaints like, stuff keeps breaking, won't work. You need specifics. What happened? Why did it happen? How often does it happen? Who noticed it? How badly does it affect your services? For example, on Friday nights, 20% of pizzas arrive more than 30 minutes late and are cold when delivered. Remember, the more detailed you are here, the better. Step 3, contain impact. Once you have a clear picture of what's wrong, it's time to slap a band-aid on it. We did say that's not the goal here, but the purpose of putting a temporary fix in place is so things don't get worse while you figure out what's really going on. In our pizzeria example, the manager can start double-checking oven temperatures before every shift, or he can think about bringing on another delivery driver on Fridays. Temporary solutions that keep the sales going and the customers happy. Step 4, identify root causes. When you have a handle on things, it's time to use your brain and play detective. Everyone on the team you built tries to figure out what's really causing the problem. You can use tools like the 5 whys or the Ishikawa diagram during this part. Check out our video on 5 why and Ishikawa. In our pizza shop, maybe you discover the oven loses heat after the dinner rush, or the delivery route software isn't optimized. The goal here is not to not stop until you're sure you found the actual root cause and not just a symptom. Don't try any shortcuts here either. This step is the most important part of an 8D report, because without knowing the root cause, you cannot correct the problem and you'll find yourself in the same shoes again. Step 5, choose actions. Once you know what's really wrong, it's time to brainstorm solutions that will fix the problem for good. The team comes up with ideas, you can pick the best ones and test them out. The manager at the pizza shop can think about upgrading the oven or switching to better insulated boxes. Remember, you're still testing to make sure whatever solution you come up with really works. Step 6, implement actions. Once you choose the best solution, it's time for the next most obvious step, implementation. Roll it out everywhere and whenever it's needed. Train your team, update your process, and make sure everyone gets the memo. For example, if the manager chooses to switch to new pizza boxes, they need to ensure that every delivery driver has them, inform the supplier, and make it clear to everyone why the change is being made. Step 7, prevent recurrence. Now you could stop there, but you'll be opening up to your recurrences later on. That's why the 7th step is all about avoiding that. To make sure the problem doesn't sneak back in, update your training manuals, change your checklists, maybe even tweak your software. You want to close the loop so the same issue can't happen again, even if people change jobs or new staff come in. An important step to prevent recurrences is to update the control plan in the FMEA, which stands for Failure Mode and Effects Analysis. Both important tools for defect prevention we will cover in other videos. So do not forget to subscribe and follow in order not to miss it. The pizza manager can put up notices and discard old boxes in our examples. Beside updating the FMEA and the control plan, the manager also notifies other outlets about the update and keep a lookout for any other items on the menu that might at risk of running into the same issues. Step 8, celebrate success. Once that's checked off, it's finally time to celebrate the win. Don't skip this. Solving big problems takes effort, And it's important to recognize the people who made it happen. Maybe you buy everyone pizza or just give a shout out at the next team meeting. This builds morale and encourages everyone to keep working together to solve future problems. And that covers the 8 steps of an 8D report. There's the 1-5-20 rule that you need to know. It's basically a set of deadlines that you need to follow just to make sure you're not dragging out the process. It's pretty simple, really. The first 3 steps need to be done in 1 working day, and then you can take 4 and 5 days for the 4th and the 5th steps. And then finally, for the last 3 steps, you can take 20 days. What makes the 8D special? On first glance, the 8 steps of an 8D report seem like a fancy name for a simple process. Some of you might even go, can't we just fix stuff as it comes up? But see, what you need to realize is that the 8D process is a total game changer. If you follow all the steps, you won't miss anything important. It's a structured breakdown. Since it's team-based, you get input from all sides. And then there's the fact that the burden of fixing it all on your own isn't on you either. But the best part is that you're not just fixing the current issue. You're making sure that it never happens again. Also, everything is written down, so you have a clear record of what happened, what you did, and why. Your future self is going to thank you when you're dealing with audits or customer complaints going forward. Where do you use 8D reports? Some of you might be wondering whether an 8D report can work for your business. Well, the short answer is yes. 8D reports are used everywhere from car factories to tech companies to food production. Any place where quality matters and mistakes can be expensive or dangerous can benefit from this approach. Automotive and aerospace industries love it, but so do smaller businesses that want to show customers they take problems seriously. However, not all of it is a walk in the park. There are some limitations that you need to be aware of as well, like the fact that the process demands resources and time. It's something you can work on in the background. Also, it's not exactly a one-size-fits-all solution. For minor problems, it might be a bit too extensive, demanding paperwork and resources when it's not needed. Finding that balance is up to you. Finally, you need to remember that you are working with the team. So the success of an 8D report will eventually come down to how well your team members are able to identify the problem and analyze its effectiveness using different tools. Tips for a great 8D report. To make sure your 8D report brings results, you can keep some tips in mind. For starters, be honest. Don't sugarcoat the problem or skip steps. Get everyone involved. The best solutions come from teamwork. Keep it clear. Use simple language and specific details. You don't want to decode your own words later on and waste time. And most importantly, follow up. Check to make sure your fixes are still working weeks or months later. At the end of the day, an 8D report isn't just paperwork. It's a blueprint for real, lasting solutions. It helps teams get to the bottom of problems, fix them for good, and make sure they don't come back. So next time something goes wrong, don't panic or point fingers. Instead, grab your coworkers and a pen and start brainstorming. Have you ever tried this approach? Do you have any concerns about using an 8D report? Ask away in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like these.